started he invited me down to his place in France. Never seen him film. He was just like a brother, and straight away we laughed. And I woke up to hear him singing. It sounded pretty damn good.
Welcome back, music enthusiasts, to our channel where we unravel mysteries about legendary musicians. Today, we delve into the eerie final words and final interview of the iconic guitar virtuoso Jeff Beck. Join us as we explore the peculiar circumstances surrounding his last moments and unravel the web of mystery that surrounds his passing. Now, let's get started. Before diving into the abyss of Jeff Beck's final words, let's take a moment to acknowledge the incredible impact he had on the world of music. Known for his mesmerizing guitar techniques and innovative sound, Jeff Beck rose to legendary status, captivating audiences worldwide with his unique blend of blues, rock, and jazz. From his early days as a member of the Yardbirds to his groundbreaking solo career, he left an indelible mark on music history. But what were the cryptic messages he supposedly shared before his untimely demise? Jeff Beck, final interview. Infamous rock journalist and internationally acclaimed interviewer Claude Balzac recently sat down for an in-depth conversation with the legendary guitarist extraordinaire Jeff Beck. Little did anyone know that it would be his final interview. Madhouse Magazine. Hi Jeff, thanks for talking with me today. It's great to see you again. Jeff Beck. Claude, my man, I love Madhouse. Not a lot of people know that I got my unique guitar sound from using a rolled up Madhouse magazine as a slide back in the day. Some might say I owe it all to you. Madhouse. Oh, so what does that mean to me in cold hard cash? Jeff Beck, let's not get crazy now. The early days. Madhouse. I've hung out with you probably 100 times and I know nothing about you. Jeff Beck. Well, I was born somewhere in England. I had 2 British parents. I sang in the church choir and I fell in love with the guitar thanks to Les Paul. I was 8 years old and I heard Les Paul on the radio. I asked my mom, what is that? She replied, it's an electric guitar, honey. A solid body electric guitar with a carved maple top on a single cutaway. I believe it has a mahogany set-in neck with a rosewood fretboard, 2 P9 pickups with independent volume and tone controls, and a stop-tail bridge. I then said, wow. Thanks, Mom. That's for me. The rest is history. Madhouse, you have a history of constantly changing. What motivates you? Jeff Beck, honestly, it was dealing with other people, specifically lead singers, that made me want to be out on my own. Then I would go back and get sick of them and leave again. It was a vicious cycle, so I had to figure out a way that I would need a lead singer. So I figured out how to make my guitar the lead singer. Woodstock. Madhouse. What is the story with Woodstock? Jeff Beck. Well, it's true we were booked to appear and we were in a hotel in New York City waiting to head out there. We just finished a few shows at the Fillmore East. As I'm sitting around in the hotel room waiting, Woody is clipping his toenails and Rod is in the bathroom for 2 hours doing his hair and going on and on about his toy trains. Now don't get me wrong, I love those guys, but I couldn't take another minute of them. I told them I was going out for a pack of cigarettes, then got in a cab and went to the airport and flew home to the UK. I actually never told these guys the band was over. Do you think they're still waiting in the hotel room for me? Madhouse, you were the most eligible guitarist. Every band wanted you. Jeff Beck, yes, Mick and Keith really wanted me to join the Stones in 1969 and 1975. I knew they were a dysfunctional family, so no way I was getting involved with that. They were kind of like the rock and roll Munsters, and I would have been the niece Marilyn. Woody is a perfect fit. God bless him. Tal Wilkenfeld. Madhouse. You've always found the best musicians to work with. Where did you find Tal Wilkenfeld? Jeff Beck. That's a funny story. She rang my doorbell, and when I answered, I see this tiny girl. I thought she was selling Girl Scout cookies or something. I said, go away, little girl. She said, wait, I want to play bass for you. She talked her way in and then proceeded to blow my face off. I cannot believe a tiny girl like that could play the bass like that. She's special. Mick tried to steal her too. Johnny Depp. Madhouse. How did this collaboration with Johnny Depp come about? Jeff Beck. Well, I was a big fan of those pirate movies. I rang him up because I wanted to do a guest role. He had Keith and McCartney in his movies. Why not me? I would have been great. Then that crazy bird had a poo on John's bed and all that nonsense, so we lost touch for a bit. After that was over, he showed up at my house with a bottle of champagne, a fistful of cash, his guitar, and a bunch of songs. We got along great. We spent days working on hot rods, playing guitars, and watching 21 Jump Street reruns. Madhouse. What does the future hold? Jeff Beck. My next project is with Dom DeLuise's son. Deb tells me he's a killer piano player. He has supposedly written an opera based on his father's life. Tell me that doesn't sound awesome. Jeff passed away suddenly a week after this interview. With Jeff's death, we lost a wonderful man and one of the greatest guitar players to ever grace the planet. God will not be making any more Jeff Becks, that's for sure. His genius gave the world an infinite source of joy. His influence will be forever felt. He was loved by all, and the world would be a poorer place without him. We must all be thankful we were around to share the planet with Jeff and enjoy his gifts. Rumors and whispers have circulated for years about the mystifying last words of Jeff Beck. Some claim he made eerie prophecies, while others suggest his words were laden with hidden messages. So, let's delve deeper into some of the most renowned accounts and explore their possible significance. One account that has sent shivers down the spines of many is that Jeff Beck foresaw his own demise. According to witnesses, he supposedly confided in a trusted friend, declaring, "My spirit shall wander, and my guitar shall whisper to all who dare listen." While these words may appear cryptic, some speculate they allude to a posthumous release of unreleased music, ultimately leaving his guitar as a haunting testament to his legacy. The unnerving tales do not end there. Another mysterious encounter, documented by an anonymous source, claims to have overheard Jeff Beck muttering incantations under his breath. "The strings shall coil like serpents, and my fingers will summon a torrent of dark magic," he purportedly declared. The eerie nature of these words has led to wild speculations that he had otherworldly connection, channeling mystic forces through his guitar. One of the most chilling accounts to emerge from those close to Jeff Beck highlights his supposed premonition of doom. Allegedly, he warned a confidant with haunting intensity, saying, "Beware the eve of the 7th full moon, for darkness shall fall upon the strings, and my music shall become a requiem." While these words may seem cryptic at first, theories abound that they were a cautionary message hinting at a tragic event that occurred on such a fateful night. While it is essential to treat these accounts with skepticism, it is impossible to ignore the lingering fascination they hold over his fans. Jeff Beck's final words, if indeed accurately reported, leave us with a lingering sense of awe and mystery. His immense talent and influential musicianship deserve to be celebrated above all. Let us remember him by playing his music, appreciating his contribution to the world, and embracing the boundless creativity he shared. And there you have it, fellow music lovers. The mystifying final words attributed to the legendary guitar maestro Jeff Beck. His legacy lives on through his music and the hearts of his dedicated fans. Remember to leave your thoughts and interpretations in the comments below. Until next time, keep the music alive and the mysteries unraveling. Stay tuned and keep rocking.